Hey guys, I'm Marissa and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a 2022 money goals mid-year update for you. So we're just going to sit down, chat about the goals that we had set in December for this year and see how we're doing so far. Obviously, we're more than halfway through the year now, but as you can tell, I recently had a baby and things have just been a little bit crazy. So I'm sitting down to film that now in mid-August because he was born June 10th. So this is Jack, by the way. Okay, let's just dive into it. So the first goal that we had for 2022 regarding our finances was to max out our HSA. Now, HSA is a health savings account and it's paired with a high deductible health plan. And the awesome thing about the HSA is that it has a triple tax advantage, meaning that you put money in before taxes, you can then invest those dollars and it could grow tax-free, and then you can use the money in the HSA to be used for qualified medical expenses tax-free. So it has all of these awesome advantages. We are on a high deductible health plan, which is the only way that you can have an HSA, and we're like on the family plan for that, so we could contribute $7,300 to the HSA this year. So we have that plan to be maxed out this year. It's being deducted out of my husband's paycheck, and by the end of December it'll be maxed out, so we're just continuing on with that. So we are steadily continuing to keep maxing out the HSA as deductions come out of my husband's paycheck every payday for the HSA. So we'll get into other goals this year that are also related to medical, but with the HSA this year, we have just been planning to save all of that money and utilize more of that triple tax advantage. A lot of people may just put money into the HSA and then take it out to use on medical expenses, which is still a great benefit, but that doesn't utilize like that full triple tax advantage. So we are investing those dollars and we plan to hold that more long term. So we had a lot of medical bills this year, which again I'll share in this update, but because I had a baby, we had a lot of medical, and we have actually been paying for that out of pocket, and we're just saving the money in our HSA to utilize that benefit. That I am saving all of our receipts, so I have that all tracked, and we could take the money out of that anytime if we need, because I have the receipts for it. But right now we're just planning to max it out and let it grow, and we have been on track for doing that this year. The next goal that we had was to invest 15% of our income, and that is utilizing, or my goal was to utilize a 401k and Roth IRAs to be able to get to that 15%. So we actually have been saving, what do I have here? We've been saving 17%, but I will include the HSA in that. So with the HSA investments and the Roth IRA and the 401k, all that together has been 17% that we've saved of our income so far this year. I initially wanted the HSA to kind of be a cherry on top, but I'm just including it now in our investments because we are investing it for long term, and we can, withdraw those funds when we are retirement age. So I'm just utilizing that as part of this percentage of income of what's being invested, because I will say that like it's awesome that we've been putting 17% away, but I kind of feel investment poor this year so far, because of like having net take-home pay be lower from my husband because of his 401k deductions and then the HSA deductions and all of that. We're putting a lot to investments, and so we like make decent, good money, but at the end of the day I'm like, man, I feel like we're just like barely making it by, or like we're covering our stuff, but it doesn't seem like we're doing a whole lot of extra things because we've been putting so much to investments. So we now have 2 kids, family of 4, so we have more expenses as well, and inflation. The cost of things has just gone up so much that I just kind of feel a little investment poor right now. And I don't even like that phrase because again, we make good money, but we've just been putting so much to investments that it feels like we don't make as much as what we do. But yes, we have been investing. We've been investing 17% and for retirement, and we're going to continue on with those same deductions for this year. The next goal that we had was to cash flow medical expenses. Like I said, this was a big medical year for us because I had a baby. So with our family health plan, we're on the high deductible health plan, but I honestly didn't have a very high deductible or max out of pocket. So our family max out of pocket was $6,000, and we've reached that already this year because of all of my medical expenses and labor and delivery. And we also actually just got a couple other things taken care of this year because we knew that this would just be a big medical year. So like Jacob had a couple of things that he had been like putting off that he like got taken care of this year. So $6,000, we've already paid all of that out of pocket, which is another reason why I kind of feel like investment poor, is because we're putting money into the HSA and then paying for all of our bills out of pocket. So it's just kind of like double dipping for, you know, double paying medical stuff right now. But I know that it'll be worth it in the long run. So we have been cash flowing medical expenses, just paying for them out of our budget. We set aside money in a sinking fund, almost $1,000 a month for the first half of the year, to be able to cover all of these medical expenses. The next goal that we had was to put $200 a month into each kid's $529 college savings. And we have done that so far this year. We opened up $529 for Jack in July, and we started it then, so we've been putting money away for both of them. Okay, working mom life, balancing a sleeping baby and trying to film a video. But our next goal was to give 10% of our income, and we have been doing that this year. That's always something that's been important to us. We give to our church and other organizations 10%. So we have continued to do that so far this year. And our last goal was to budget and live life. So we just wanted to be able to like work on those, you know, investing goals, but also just like enjoy life and not be too strict with like, you know, going so hard on all of these goals, because we just want to like enjoy this time and this season as well. And you can use your budget and your money to be able to enjoy life as well. So that was something else that we had here. And I'd say that we have done that. So in March, we got to go to Arizona with some friends, and our friends live there, so we went to go visit them. We flew there, had that trip, and then in May, we went to Southern California for my little sister's college graduation, but also went to Disneyland for 3 days. And this was, you know, a few weeks before I gave birth, but we had an amazing time. And so it was just like really special to get to do that and like have the money budgeted for so that we could do those like fun things. So I recently launched a course called Budget to Your Dream Life, which is all about balancing your financial goals and enjoying life, which is something that I didn't used to do like at the beginning of our financial journey. Like we were so strict on paying off debt that we like didn't enjoy life for years, and I really regret that. So in this course, I walk through like how to create your budget and optimize it to be able to live out the dreams that you have for your life and enjoy life and still be able to work on your financial goals. So I'll have a link to that course down below. It's been really fun to have that launched, and also there's like a Facebook group component to the course where you get exclusive content and get to be in community with other people who are working on the same thing and have that encouragement and accountability on your journey. So it's been really fun to like interact with people in the group as well. So I'll have a link to that course down below, and you can sign up if you want to check it out. I've been so excited to have that like launched and shared that with you guys, and I feel like that just really resonates with me this year. Of like, I feel like I'm living out the dream of getting to be with my boys, and we're still like working on goals, you know, we're getting it done. And I'm just really grateful for that. And we keep track of our, you know, budget every single month, as I share a lot about here on my channel. So it's been a good year so far. We still need to finish out 2022 strong with these big investing goals that we have. Just keep on the path. That's basically what we have to do for the rest of the year. But I will say that inflation has definitely thrown a wrench into it, and I feel like maybe we haven't had as much wiggle room in our budget to do more fun things right now. Like we aren't saving more for vacation stuff right now just because, I mean, we have a small newborn, but we don't really have all that room right now because of inflation and higher costs of just like daily necessities. But that's okay. Like we're still covering our things, and we're gonna get there. So it's been a good half of the year so far. or I guess we're over half the way through the year. But let me know in the comments below how your 2022 goals are going so far. Are you on track? And if you aren't, like, that's okay too. Like, now's a great time. You can like pause and reevaluate and continue on. And also check out my course, Budget to Your Dream Life, as some encouragement for you to like get on that track, start working on those goals, and like actually live out your life along the way, because it doesn't need to be like, you don't need to sacrifice your entire life to be able to accomplish goals. So thanks so much for hanging out and watching this video. I'm gonna try and get him more back to sleep, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.